morning, VHS, and welcome back to the Indian Insider. I'm Rachel Steele.
And I'm Lucy Reed. Today we'll be looking at weather and sports and a few announcements.
But first, let's send it to Mac with the weather.
Hello BHS, today will be cloudy with a high of 43 degrees. Tonight there will be a low of 25 degrees. Tomorrow you can expect periods of sun with a high of 36 degrees. That's the forecast BHS. I'm Mac Madden, sending it to Patrick with sports.
Thanks Mac, I'm Patrick Renau here with Insider Sports. Last night the girls basketball team traveled to face Braxton County and won by a final score of 59-58. Tomorrow's the start of the state swim meet. Now let's send it to Quincy with an interview.
I'm here with Randy, Mara, and Ryan, and today we'll be asking questions about swimming at states this weekend. So, Randy, what events do you swim?
I'm going to be part of the medley relay, the 2 IM, 100 backstroke, and 400 free relay.
Nice. Mara, where do you swim?
I'm in the 100 breaststroke, the 200 IM, and the 2 free relay and the 4 free relay.
Nice. Ryan?
I'm in the 2 IM and 100 breast.
Nice. This question's for Randy and Ryan. What's the biggest challenge you guys are going to be facing to try and win 2 years in a row now?
Just staying focused. Last year was much easier. We were underdogs and we weren't really supposed to win, and then this year we're back on top and we have to stay on top. So I guess there's an added pressure, but in reality we just have to sit down and swim fast.
I mean, it's just going to come down to people placing high in events, especially in prelims. First day is the most important day. Second day you're just trying to place and get as many points as possible.
Nice. You guys have any special pre-ritual? Like that?
No, not really.
I always have toast with Nutella and strawberries the morning of.
I'll usually pick out songs the day before, listen to like the same 4 songs on repeat, and just get myself into a zone and like zone everybody out.
Nice. Well, you guys can catch them at the West Virginia State meet this Thursday and Friday at the Milan Park in Morgantown. Back to the studio.
Swim team pictures will be at the beginning of second block today.
Miss Edwards will be staying after school today to help with scholarship applications if you need it.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Suicide is the second leading cause of death amongst young adults. Young adulthood is a critical time in a person's life when they may experience great stress from multiple life changes like leaving high school, moving from home, and beginning college. It's also a time when mental health issues frequently emerge. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is a national network of local crisis centers that provide free and confidential emotional support to people in suicidal crisis or emotional distress 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you're feeling alone, depressed, or just need someone to talk to, please call 1-800-273-8255. Once again, that number is 1-800-273-8255. Your call will remain anonymous. Please seek out help by calling 1-800-273-8255 or visit a school counselor in their offices. You're loved and you're not alone.
If you're interested in buying a yearbook, head down to room 116 and see Mr. B for more information.
There will be a duck toss meeting today, first lunch in room 201.
There will also be a tennis team meeting today in the cafeteria at 6 p.m. for those interested in playing.
More Insider after this.
Welcome to Counselor's Corner. I'm Ava Vavrick, and today I'm here with Randy Keener to talk on the subject of good self-esteem and how to have it. Self-esteem is your overall opinion of yourself, how you feel about your abilities and limitations.
And if your self-esteem is low, or you're struggling with your self-worth or how much value you have, I think it determines how other people treat you. If you feel very low about yourself, or you're kind of in a bad situation or a bad place and you just think you're not worth much, you'll allow other people to kind of treat you in ways that maybe you don't deserve.
According to DoSomething.org, 44% of girls and 15% of young men have low self-esteem, causing them to engage in negative activities.
I think for teenagers, one huge thing that leads to low self-esteem is social media. Because you are constantly on Instagram, you are comparing yourself to all of these people on there that are photoshopped, and it's not a good display of reality. I think another thing that might lead to low self-esteem is just the relationships that you have with other people, whether it's your parents or friends at school. I think that's why it's always important to look at your relationships and reflect on them and make sure that they are healthy ones and that you're checking in with yourself.
When you have a healthy self-esteem, you feel good about yourself and you deserve the respect of others. When your self-esteem is high, your quality of life is better.
In case you didn't know, you have two very wonderful, capable counselors here at Bridgeport High School. Just kind of self-care is obviously a very good thing to do. And that's not being selfish, it's taking care of yourself in ways that you deserve.
And I think too, self-care is not just getting your nails done and taking a bubble bath. Like, it is therapy, it is checking in with your counselors, it is reflecting on your relationships and making sure that they're healthy. It's not always the glamorous thing that, you know, social media, magazines, and TV make it out to be.
If you're feeling any negative thoughts that come with low self-esteem and you don't know who to talk to, you can see our school counselors, Miss Edwards and Mrs. Robinson, in room 135. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, guys. The Gen Z Trivia Night is canceled this week.
There will be a mandatory DECA meeting for students who plan to compete at state's second lunch in room 205.
We'll be right back.
Good morning, BHS. I'm Cole Bracken. Today's burning question is, what was your favorite Wii sport as a kid?
I would have to say Wii bowling.
Probably baseball.
Tennis.
That one tennis game that you play.
Boxing. Tennis. Golf, because I'm part of the Bridgeport High School golf team.
Bowling.
Bowling. You know, I personally like boxing. My favorite is bowling because when you go like this, that happens.
Tennis. I like tennis because it's probably the most intense one.
My favorite Wii sport is baseball. It's just fun overall and it's more competitive than any other Wii sport.
Bowling because they do the clap clap turn thing. Tennis because they grunt.
Bowling!
Boxing. Boxing.
Tennis. Why? No specific reason.
The boxing one.
Why?
Because I can't hit people in real life, and I can do it in the video game to get it out of me.
Those were some sporty answers, BHS. Personally, my favorite was bowling. That's all for today's burning question. Now back to the studio.
Today for lunch we'll be having a pretzel dog.
That's all we have for you today, VHS. Have a great day.